It's 2022. It's the year of streaming. And that's what makes the Backbone the best gaming accessory on the market this year. Let's talk about it.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2022, and streaming games really truly is the future. Between Xbox Game Cloud, Stadia Pro, Amazon, and Netflix are both starting to get into the streaming front. These little guys are becoming more powerful than ever. And one of the biggest reasons why is because of this amazing product right here. The Backbone really will actually allow you to become so much more immersed in the world that you'll forget that you're playing with the Backbone and you'll think you're playing with one of these. I've had this guy for a while now. I'm not gonna lie, I was interested in it. I'd seen it around, seen the advertisings and things like that, and really was like, you know what, it's worth it. Grabbed it on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below so you can also find it on Amazon. Yeah, grabbed it on Amazon. They were having a sale for it. Yeah, and it was really just a phenomenal experience from start to finish. There are a couple downfalls. One being that it's iOS only currently. There are some Android options that I will also link in the description down below for you. But that's really the biggest one, is that it's just iOS specific. There are a couple small little things, but nothing that will deter you. Let's really look in depth on the Backbone 1. So let's go over a couple of the key features for the Backbone. Number one is that it's plug and play. You literally pull it apart, plug it into the iPhone's Lightning port, and you're off to the races. That's phenomenal. It comes with all the necessary software built right in. As soon as you plug it in, it immediately launches the app or asks you to go ahead and download and launch the app. The setup is a breeze and you're off to the races. Number two is that you can charge while playing. And to me, I think that's massive. I've heard that a lot of other controllers don't do that. We know the messiness of how the Lightning port, just think about the headphone debacle, right? If you're trying to use headphones, well, then you can't charge your phone. So the fact that you can charge while playing the controller is a massive W. And the other thing is the UI. The UI is so pretty. You really think that you're scrolling through a UI on a console. It breaks it down to top games, free games, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, Stadia, and any of the other platforms that are linked up with the Backbone. It really is a really nice experience. And obviously, the number two, super easy, is its form factor. You literally just open it up to fit into the larger iPhone devices, but we'll touch on that in just a second. But it's compact, it's small, it's pretty durable. I don't have any issues in believing that you could travel with it. I haven't seen any carrying cases or anything like that available for it just yet. And obviously I haven't done any drop tests or anything, but it has been toted around by a 3-year-old. Has been toted around by my 3-year-old toddler, and it might have taken a couple spills. We have never had an issue with it at all. So yeah, I would be willing to say that the durability is definitely up there. And number three is the best one. It supports everything. Like I mentioned, you can play via Wi-Fi, you can play exclusively in the app. If you have Apple Arcade, it automatically knows every single game that has the controller configurations, and it also has accessible content. What I mean by that is when you're in the Backbone app, it will show you that you need to download it. It will show you if you have the ability to play it for free by using another service, or if it's exclusive to PlayStation Remote Plays, Xbox's cloud gaming, and any of the other plethora of services that they offer. That's really nice. What I will say is that where the Backbone really shines is its tight integration between the hardware and software. Like I mentioned earlier, as soon as you plug it into your iPhone, it picks you up and takes you right over to the Backbone app, which essentially is your library. Think of it like a library. Again, it will let you know all the apps that you have that are accessible to you, whether you already have a subscription to them or not, any games that you already own that have controller support, and it does it flawlessly. And I think that that is amazing in the way that it creates a cohesive bond for all of your gaming apps and things like that to be in one place, even if you don't use the controller, which I still think is really, really cool. All right, so again, I gave you all of the positives, right? There's literally only 3 negatives that I can think of. Number 1 being, again, that it's iOS only. Now, I've heard really, really good things about the Razer Kishi, which is the best Android option that I've heard from some of the friends that I have and things like that. They seem to really enjoy it. Number 2, for me, is as you can see, I have really large hands. And so when you're playing games that may require both a trigger and a bumper game, controller input iteration, sometimes that's a little bit of a nuance. Just because of the sheer size of my hands, sometimes it's not as comfortable as you would like. I wish there was just a little bit larger of a bumper, but I totally understand. Latency issues, I ran into it a little bit. I'm not really positive if this is more Xbox or PlayStation or my Wi-Fi or this. When I'm playing games directly native on the iPhone, I don't really have any issues. I played Call of Duty Mobile a little bit, and again, it's hard to tell if it's input or if it's the network, but there can sometimes be latency issues between games that are fast moving. I ran into a couple of issues. It felt like when I was playing Sonic where it just didn't really want to go with it. But again, small things. And the final thing, which I don't really know that I want to call it a drawback, it's more just a thing to note. If you have one of the larger phones, right? If you have an iPhone 13 Pro Max or an iPhone 12 Pro Max, this individually by itself is not going to work. You have to get one of these guys, because otherwise the way that the camera system is set up on these devices, it doesn't fit in and give you a secure lock. Now, they are offering these for free. You can go right into the app and pick it up. It actually will tell you now, it can sense what phone you have. So we tried it out on one of my buddy's phone and he was just testing it out to see if he liked it. And right away it told him, hey, we noticed that you're using an iPhone 13 Pro Max. If the fit isn't quite right, go ahead and order our free adapter. And so it does give you that nice notification now. It wasn't doing it back when I first purchased it, but they have it in there now when you're first jumping into the software and things like that. So just again, not necessarily a negative, more just a thing to note. And that's all we've got on the wonderful controller that is the Backbone One. If you liked this video, please take a moment and subscribe, drop a like, and we'll see you in the next one. As always, 200%, 100% passion, 100% positivity, and you will reap all the benefits that you seek. Have a wonderful day. Peace.